In this training video, I am going to teach you how to prepare for a senior administrator interview. If you are applying to become a senior administrator for any company, business or organization, make sure you stay tuned because the tips, questions and unique sample answers I am about to give you will definitely help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And to achieve that goal, I will cover 4 things in this training video. Number 1, so I am going to reveal the most asked questions in senior administrator interviews. I strongly recommend you prepare answers to these questions. Number 2, I will give you 2 very important tips for giving a top scoring answer to each of those interview questions. Number 3, I will then give you a brilliant, unique example answer to each senior administrator interview question to help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my 17 brilliant scripted answers to senior administrator interview questions. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you, and I mean thousands of you, are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like because that genuinely motivates me to create more brilliant content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Now, the first question that is going to come up at your senior administrator interview is going to be, tell me about yourself. Here's 2 really important tips. Tip number 1. Now, I recommend you keep your answer work related and to approximately 60 seconds in duration. That's all you need to speak about. Work related experience and skills, and keep it to 60 seconds. And tip number 2, I recommend you talk about the following 4 things in your response. Number 1, the skills you have that match the job description, your educational background and any experience you can bring to the role, details of accomplishments you have attained in your life so far, and then finish your response by telling the hiring manager the type of person you are and what you will do in the role to add value to their company. And you will notice that those 4 things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T, and you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. So it's really easy to remember my SEAT structure for tell me about yourself. So here is a brilliant top scoring example answer to help you pass your senior administrator interview. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for the opportunity to become a senior administrator for your company. I am a diligent, responsive, flexible and reliable administrator with the leadership skills and aptitude to meet the role's demands. My experience means I am ready-made for this role. I have experience managing multiple tasks and duties, organizing diaries, ordering supplies and resources, facilitating meetings and taking minutes, and also responding quickly to urgent requests. I have a track record of achievement. In my previous job, my manager praised me for my flexibility with my job description, how I would work extra hours when required to support the business, and how I worked hard to continually improve company systems and processes. If you hire me as your senior administrator, I will act as a positive role model for the company while dealing with clients and customers, and I will work hard to support you in your commercial goals. That is a really good example answer to that first question, tell me about yourself, that uses my SEAT structure. It's a brilliant response for a senior administrator interview. Now, you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the tips, questions and answers as we work through them together, or if you want to wait, I will soon tell you where you can download all of these answers in my instant downloadable PDF guide that contains the full list of 17 senior admin interview questions and top scoring answers. Here is the next question I strongly recommend you prepare for. Why do you want to become a senior administrator? Tip number 1. Now, in your answer, say that you want to become a senior administrator because it is the next stage of your career development. Tip number 2. You can say you are ready for the level of responsibility that comes with the position. So it's the next stage of your career development and you are fully ready for what is expected of you in the role. Here is my brilliant example answer. Why do you want to become a senior administrator? I want to become a senior administrator because I am ready for the next stage of my career development. I have mastered my duties as an admin assistant and I feel more than ready for the next level of responsibility. I also want to become a senior administrator because I want to help your company grow and become the industry leader. I will get lots of job satisfaction being the senior administrator and I will take great pride in my work. So that is a positive answer. You are not saying you want the role because of a pay increase. You are simply saying it's the next stage of your career development. You want the responsibility that comes with the role and you also want to help their company thrive. It's a really good example answer. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have many more questions, tips and answers to give you. But when you are ready, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video. You can head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, where you can instantly download these answers, plus my full set of 17 scripted, unique, top-scoring responses to difficult senior administrator interview questions. Here is the next question I strongly recommend you prepare for. How well do you work under pressure? Tip number 1. Now, don't just say you work very well under pressure. Give details of what you actually do to ensure all work is prioritized and completed. And tip number 2, I recommend you say that you prioritize work based on the needs of your employer and that you are also adaptable to respond to urgent requests from your manager. Here is the perfect scripted answer. How well do you work under pressure? Here we go. I am at my best when working under pressure. I thrive on having lots of work to complete and deadlines to meet. To ensure standards are maintained, each day I create a list of all tasks and responsibilities. That list is color-coded in order of priority. Red tasks are urgent and require immediate attention. Blue tasks come second, and green tasks can be left for when I have more time available in the day. I also ensure I am available throughout the day to respond to urgent requests from my managers. So that is a really good example answer that's going to help you pass your senior administrator interview. Now, this next question is one that needs an in-depth answer. And that question is, tell me about your previous position. Or they might say to you, tell me about your experience. It's the same question. Tip number 1. So this question is guaranteed to feature during your senior administrator interview. Now, the hiring manager clearly wants to be sure that you have the experience to hit the ground running in the role. They don't want to spend time training you up or supervising you. They want someone who can come into the role and have an instant impact. There's a lot of responsibility, as you know, that comes with being a senior administrator. Tip number 2. Now, there are 7 responsibilities I recommend you include in your answer. Here they are. Tell me about your previous position. In my previous admin role, I was responsible for 7 key duties designed to ensure smooth operational efficiency and also strong administrative support across the company. Firstly, I managed diaries and schedules for managers, including arranging meetings and travel logistics. Secondly, I handled the preparation and distribution of agendas, minutes and action points for key departmental meetings, ensuring clarity and accountability. Thirdly, I was responsible for maintaining confidential records and accurate filing systems, adhering strictly to data protection guidelines. Fourth, I coordinated internal and external communications, professionally handling calls, emails, and correspondence on behalf of the leadership team. Now, fifth, I oversaw office supplies and procurement processes, negotiating effectively with suppliers to optimize budgets. Sixth, I helped to manage financial administration, including expense tracking, budget monitoring, and timely payment of invoices. And seventh, I assisted in the recruitment process, created job postings, and also scheduled interviews. I also prepared detailed reports and presentations for management, accurately summarizing data and information as requested. Now, overall, my responsibilities allowed me to support the management team, contribute to the success of the company, and develop strong organizational and leadership skills that are essential for this senior administrator role. So that is a really good answer. As I said, I recommend you give an in-depth answer. You can even, if you want to, write down a list of those responsibilities, and you can get them out on a sheet of paper and talk through them at your interview. It shows that you are fully prepared for that question. They want to know that you have the experience needed to excel as a senior administrator. Question number 5. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Tip number 1. Now, the best strengths for a senior administrator job interview include adaptability, which is being flexible, versatility, which means that you can turn your hand to most tasks, responsiveness, which is acting quickly, and also resilience, which means you remain calm under pressure. You get things done. Tip number 2. Now, be very careful which weakness you give. Make sure your weakness is not a match for the job description, and do not say you are a perfectionist. Everybody says that for their weakness, but we all know that people make mistakes, so you are not a perfectionist. But which weakness should you give? Here is a brilliant example answer. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Write this down. My strengths include versatility, speed of work, adaptability, working under pressure, and resilience during difficult times. Being versatile means I can carry out most tasks, and if I am unsure how to do something, I will research to find out. I am naturally a fast worker and have a drive to complete my work quickly. I am adaptable, meaning I can quickly change my work direction to suit the needs of my employer, and I am confident under pressure. My biggest weakness is I find it difficult to say no to people. When someone asks me for help or to do something for them, I automatically say yes instead of first assessing my capacity to take on the additional work. That is a really good example answer. Brilliant strengths and a really good weakness. That's a smart weakness, because any hiring manager is going to realize that you will do lots of work for them. And that's a great thing. So now there are more questions I strongly recommend you prepare for. To find out what they are, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and on that page you can find that list of 17 questions that feature the most in senior administrator interviews. And the best thing of all, you can download brilliant answers to all 17 questions. Don't forget to click the link. Hit the subscribe button. I am here to help you progress throughout your career. I can only do that if you are subscribed. Hit the like button and also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for passing your senior administrator interview. Have a wonderful day.